Hey friends, welcome back to our pond. Grab your coffee and settle on in because today I'm sharing something that has honestly made my whole summer easier out here, the CleanSweep 1400 pond vacuum. Now, if you've been around here for a while, you know we've got our big backyard pond. It's about 3,000 gallons and it's home to around 25 koi and goldfish, who are, let's be honest, the real bosses in this yard. In mid-season, when the water's warm and everybody's eating well, the bottom of the pond starts collecting all this icky stuff that we don't really love. Fish waste, decaying leaves, that soft muck that just settles down at the bottom. So a nice partial water change and a good clean out is exactly what the pond needs to stay healthy and clear. That's where this vacuum has become our new best friend. Let me tell you what comes in the box. Because it's a generous little kit, you get the vacuum itself with a powerful 1400 watt motor, a 13-foot intake suction hose, so plenty of reach, 4 extension tubes, 3 different vacuum nozzles for different jobs, a 6.5-foot output hose, and a debris collection bag. So right out of the box, you're ready to go. So here's one of the things that I love the most, and it's kind of the magic of this whole design. It drains automatically. So the way it works is what they call an intermittent cycle. The chamber fills up with the water and the muck. The motor shuts off. It drains out, and then it clicks right back on. Fill, drain, repeat. You just keep working your way around the pond while it does its thing. No stopping to dump buckets, no wrestling with anything. It just keeps the rhythm going until you're done. And here's a little bonus that makes my gardener heart happy. All that nutrient-rich water that drains out, I direct it right over to my flower beds and potted plants, or I put it right into a kiddie pool to save for later for watering all of my plants because it's all so nutrient rich and it's just beautiful water for the plants. And then the debris collects in the bag, but the good nitrogen rich pond water goes straight to the feeding of your garden. Nothing wasted, it's the coziest little closed loop. Now let me walk you through some real ways I've been using this because it's honestly more versatile than I expected. First and most obvious, that mid-season bottom cleaning with the extension tubes. I can reach the bottom pond of my pond up to about 3 feet deep, and that's where the stubborn muck likes to hide. Those settled layers of sludge that just won't stir loose on their own. The suction pulls it right up. The koi always seem much happier afterwards. Second is, and this one is just one of those things that happened this week, we tipped over one of our potted pond plants. You know how that goes. Yeah, I'm a little clumsy. The whole thing spills and suddenly you've got that pebbly plant medium scattered all across the bottom of your pond. In the past, that would have been such a chore trying to scoop it up with my hands. This time, I popped one of those nozzles right on the vacuum. Actually, Jim did this, and the little pebbles came right up. You'll see that in here. Okay. That saved us so much frustration. So here are a few more spots that this has really come in handy. Around the edges and shelves of the pond, where leaves love to gather and rot, we run the nozzle along there to keep decaying organic matter from building up. If you've got a skimmer or a shallow shelf area, those collect debris really fast, and this makes quick work really easy.
This one's going to be the vacuum.
It's also wonderful for spring opening when you pull back the netting and the whole pond's just been sitting all winter collecting debris.
Okay.
That first big clean of the season is so much less daunting with this.
Okay.
And it's not just for ponds. This works really beautifully on small swimming pools, on water features. If you've got a fountain basin or a little decorative pond that's gotten grimy at the bottom, same idea. Fast, effective, and honestly kind of satisfying to watch the gunk disappear.
Got you the cord.
A few honest notes so you know exactly what you're getting. This is designed for those recommended shallower depths, up to about 3 feet range, and so it's not meant for deep water features. If you attach the debris bag, it does slow the draining a bit during the cycle, which is a total fair, trade-off for catching all that debris. And there's a 12-foot grounded power cord, so keep that reach in mind when you're planning where you're going to plug it in. One thing that gave me real peace of mind, it comes with a 2-year manufacturer's warranty, and the service and the support is fully U.S. based. Your service calls actually ring straight through to their team in St. Louis, Missouri. In a world of endless phone trees, that's such a comfort. So all in all, we are absolutely loving this pond vacuum. It's made keeping our water clean feel a lot less like a chore and more like a peaceful afternoon out here with the fish. If you've been putting off a good pond cleaning, this might be exactly the tool that makes it feel a lot more doable. So here, we're actually siphoning the water back into the pond because we're really just cleaning up those tiny pebbles, those orange pebbles you'll see at the end. So we're just putting the water back in because we actually just did a water refresh for our fish. So we're siphoning it back into the pond because it's got all the good bacteria in there too. So you can do either one. But it also kind of cleans out the water before it puts it back into the pond. So I do both. And as always, I am an Amazon influencer, so I may earn a small commission when you purchase through my link at no extra cost to you. Your support helps me keep creating these wonderful, cozy, helpful reviews, just like this one. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you.
That worked really well.
Bring that other plant over there, sit down, like a footage of there.